Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EGIK WM France Deck G456 game with touldin, maruskaK, and malingo. And you can catch out maruskaK streams at twitch.tv/maruskaK. So replace the K with an F. So, maruskaK will be very happy. We've got Deck Collector, Rent Keeper, Ninja here. Oh, man. Well, maruskaK can have Rent Keeper probably, because I probably should take Deck Collector or Ninja. But I guess I can look at the other cards here and decide based off of that. But yeah, this is a pretty depressing pack to open because there are three so good cards. You just know that someone else is getting something really incredible. Oh, my color's wrong. I didn't change it from last night. Darn, I should have changed it. Oh well. We'll be red for now. Red Keeper is so powerful. But I think Deck Collector and Ninja might be more flexible. I mean, I think Deck Collector is really good. I think that's what I'm going to take here. I think Deck Collector is a bit more flexible than Rent Keeper. Okay, so we've got Zealous Farmer here, and there's also Peon, Henkeeper. If we could make something work with Peon and Zealous Farmer, we could try. It's 3 points in 4 scoring categories. You get a family growth without room action. So I think what I want to do is I'd want to try to set up maybe 13 fences, 4 fields, and then 6 grain, 3 vegetables. It's probably doable. We've got Henkeeper here. I think what I'm doing is taking Peon. I don't expect Zealous Farmer will wheel, but yeah, I think I'm taking Peon here. Peon's pretty nice. Humble Farm Boy, Groom. So Schnapps Distiller, okay. Schnapps Distiller plus Peon is a decent way to feed, although it doesn't come online until stage 3. No other player has less food than you. You receive 1 wood. So if I can keep all my food in non-food, in vegetables and other stuff, then Cotter is an option. Understudy. Whenever an action space is occupied by exactly one of your family members, use it again with the second family. So if I want to double Peon, for example, if I want to double the Deck Collector action, this pile's not really very good, honestly. If I don't think the cards are too good, I could take Humble Farm Boy here. Breeding crops is kind of fun with Schnapps Distiller, but I have Peon, which sort of does like very similar things in that you go on vegetable and you sow vegetables, and that's a very similar effect. You know what? I'll take Schnapps Distiller here. Maybe we can set up feeding with vegetables if we can get something else that provides us with early vegetables. Well, there's Harvester, so seeing Harvester makes me feel a lot better about my Deck Collector pick, that's for sure. Stone Baron, Pasture Planner. Definitely, I'm going to take Harvester here with my Deck Collector. I know Ninja is also out there, and we wheeled Gluten-Free Baker. Perfect. Alright. So Gluten-Free Baker is a little redundant with Schnapps Distiller, but what it does is it says really clearly, get as many vegetables as we can. If we can get like 10, 11 vegetables, we can turn all of them into points. Points in food. Whoops. So gluten-free baker is a way to eat things without requiring building resources. So I kind of want to try storehouse clerk here, and thinking that I could actually maybe set up a storehouse clerk game. Rancher is tough to make work. Rancher is tough to make work with what I've seen out there, especially pasture planner. I'm going to take storehouse clerk here. Clay worker just doesn't do that much. I don't really want, like, honestly, it could build a cooking hearth, but I have schnapps distiller and gluten-free baker. I don't really think I need those. I'm going to try storehouse clerk here. I don't know if I'm going to actually play it, but maybe in my miners I get something that really pushes me towards hoarding resources. Like, what? If I got something like Lighthouse, well, I could try to set up storehouse clerk for reed and stone, and then every round I'm getting like some resources for a room. So grafter is a way of getting more vegetables. If I can get 2 vegetables, then grafter gives me the schnapps distiller vegetable every harvest. Or I could take groom if I want to lean into the potential. Hey, Sid and V, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Awesome. Glad to have you around today. Hope you are doing well, and thank you so much for the support. 6 months, awesome. Let's throw some Play-Ag polys in the chat and Play-Ag FG for Sid. Yeah, so I could take grafter here. It works nicely with schnapps distiller, or I could take groom, and that maybe leans into the storehouse clerk line a little more. I'll take groom. Well, there's steel plow. So steel plow kind of says plow once this game, maybe twice. There's wine closet, sort of one way of getting early vegetables. Watering can, plum patch. I mean, I have to take steel plow, but I really hope that green pepper patch wheels. Green pepper patch would be a good wheel here, because then I actually only need to sow 1 time this game. Aside from debt plus harvester, my hand kind of sucks. Yeah, it's not the best, that's for sure. So we've got sickle here, so sickle should be a pretty easy 3 points with this hand. Got clay tablet, potentially to play occupations with. So if I do want to try some sort of early reno strategy, clay tablet looks okay. If I could set up storehouse clerk giving me 1 clay per round, that's every other round that I'm getting a clay tablet oc. But sickle is probably high-end enough that I just have to take it here. The grain is slightly difficult to make work, but everything else about it looks great. So we've got grain market here, which can get me vegetables. The problem is I need a source of grain. We've got farmer's straw hat. Now farmer's straw hat is like pretty awkward with steel plow, because really I only want to harvest I only really want to do a 1 big plow sow action. What farmer's straw hat kind of does is says steel plow like round 12, then start player farmer's straw hat round 13, and then do another big resow. I could in theory steel plow early. Yeah, that's what what I was just talking about. Yeah, and you know what? It's actually a way for me to get all the grain that I need, because it's going to be difficult to get enough grain otherwise, since I don't really have a source of grain. The other thing is I'm not sure. Ooh, cornucopia is nice here. Cornucopia is really nice. Bronze oven, breakfast outdoor, farmers market. Here we go. Here's our vegetable sources. Too bad they all came in the exact same pack, which is very irritating. But I think I take cornucopia because then if we get the wine closet back, we can set up cornucopia wine closet schnapps distiller, and that's our automatic feeding every harvest for the rest of the game, which is quite nice. And here's green pepper patch. Watering can is an option. Watering can is definitely an option, but I'm not taking it over like green pepper patch here, for example. Green pepper patch looks like it does exactly what I want. Every time I sow on this, I get an extra vegetable, which I'm going to want extra vegetables for my gluten-free baker, and since I'm eating them with schnapps distiller. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to see something like Lighthouse, because then Storehouse Clerk Groom could be useful. Oh, Clay Tablet Wield. Alright. Take Clay Tablet, I suppose. I mean, Giant Scarecrow is not a bad option, but I know I'm going to need to sow twice, and I have Farmer's Straw Hat, and it doesn't really look like I want to bake grain at all with gluten-free baker, so I think Clay Tablet is the pick. And I try to play as many of my ox with Clay Tablet as possible. So we got Grain Market back and Baker's Kitchen, but no... This is almost saying force force 3 grain, 3 fields in round 1, even without any combo support. That's almost what this card is saying with Grain Market. But I think I'm not going to do that. I mean, I could still take Grain Market for the free point. But you know what? I might not have 3. There might not be that many times where I have 3 grain fields. Probably I try to sow 2 with Farmer's Straw Hat. And then the third doesn't come up until round 14. So I'm almost wondering if I should take like Baker's Kitchen here. But Baker's Kitchen is just so difficult to make work. If I'm going to be baking with Baker's Kitchen, I probably am also satisfying Grain Market. So it's like, may as well take the other. Yeah, I'm not really super happy with the hand. I think I might try to set up Storehouse Clerk. I think Storehouse Clerk looks like a fun thing to try to set up with Clay Tablet. If I can get enough veg sown, Baker's Kitchen looks nice with gluten-free baker. That's true, getting extra bake actions. Is it likely that I can do that? I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical, to be honest. So touldin's got Patron here. So touldin probably did not take Rentkeeper, which means maruska's got Rentkeeper. So my opening hand had Rentkeeper Ninja, Deck Collector, and I chose Deck Collector because I think it's the most flexible of the 3. And Maruska with the 3 wood, yeah. I'm almost certain that Maruska's got Rentkeeper, and then touldin's got Ninja. So I'll throw out Harvester here. It's quite early to put it on the table, but I don't particularly want 2 wood or 2 clay, so let's get the Harvester out. You would take Rent over all of them? Rentkeeper is very good. I agree Rentkeeper is very good. I feel like it kind of forces you down a certain line, which I didn't necessarily want to do. But you're right, Rentkeeper is an extremely good card. Let's see if touldin takes the 2 read round 2. If touldin's seeing what Maruska is doing, touldin should take the 2 read round 2. And then Maruska has to get Reedstone Food twice in order to build round 3. I could almost take 1 read here. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to police Rentkeeper a little bit. Even with sheep round 1, I could take the 2 clay, but... yeah, then major minor flips, and I immediately regret my decision. Yeah, Maruska took the 2 wood. So Malingo is probably taking the 4 clay. So then I'm going to have the choice of 3 wood or cheap oak. I don't really want to play another Ock for a while, so 3 wood, I suppose. And then I could start player into 2 reed. Malingo's gonna play Mastermind. Alright, I'll 4 clay into 2 into the fireplace. That looks good to me. See if maruskaK takes 1 reed. Oh, also maruskaK got reedstone food there. Oh man, I feel like touldin, we gotta police him a little bit. Like, we gotta police that Renkeeper a little bit. Oh, and he's gonna start player again. Oh man, played Humble Farm Boy, has 4 played cards through 2 rounds, has start playered twice. Is this something where, like, is there a G6 card where you want to empty your hand really early, like not poker player but something else? I guess he's setting up a plow combo with reed beds and worm bait, but I don't know, man. I guess he can plow twice and take wood once and then have the resources for a room, but yeah, I don't know. Last, that's right, yeah. I agree, Northern Watch. I thought that was weird too. Throw out the 2 clay fireplace here. So I want 2 reed round 4, probably not seeing reedstone food. So first move, take 1 of the wood actions. Second move, take sheep maybe. So that I can 2 reed and build in round 4. Getting good actions. Oh, except for my 1 reed action. My 1 reed action wasn't very good. But yes, 4 clay into the fireplace was quite nice. So dark today. I guess looks like we got some rain clouds coming in. That was my fault. Well, I feel like we should be policing the Renkeeper. I don't know, like, touldin has shown no interest in policing the Renkeeper at all. And I feel like Renkeeper getting the proc in round 4 is a huge part of its power. Like, getting the 1 food there is so important. Because if Family Growth flips round 5 and you built round 4, but you didn't trigger it, like that, you know, then Renkeeper just doesn't really do anything. Not taking 2 clay with the sheep round 1 is tough, yeah. But I'm hoping that touldin will play along, and touldin has not played along at all. I want to leave myself open to take the reed actions really highly next round. So I'm going to take the sheep here, even though there's not really any pressure on them. Oh, whoops. Touldin's got Rancher. Okay, so he's setting up Rancher is what he's been doing. There was Pasture Planner out there, so I was like pretty afraid of the Pasture Planner attacking the Rancher, which is why I didn't consider it at all. But touldin might have let Pasture Planner fall out of the draft, or might have Pasture Planner in hand. Both are possible. Not a very humble start, I have to say, for touldin. Yeah, the plow actions are going to be quite nice. Ooh, Wood Buyer for maruskaK. Oh, this is going to be a pretty annoying game, isn't it? Well, I get 2 reed or reedstone food, so I'm happy about either, honestly. Malingo's gonna build. Okay, which do I actually want? The extra reed is good for cornucopia, but reedstone food is usually the better action. And you know what? Touldin's not going to take 2 reed. He's going to plow. Then maruskaK has the option to start player. I wonder if I should give up on cornucopia vegetable and just take a grain, try to cornucopia the grain. Because otherwise I'm going to have to take multiple 1 grain actions. Whereas with peon, taking vegetable repeatedly is not anywhere near as bad. I mean, I could. The other thing is if I set up the vegetable and have a bunch of vegetables, then taking 1 grain repeatedly is not so bad because then maybe I'm baking vegetables with my gluten-free baker. But then I'm sowing, but I'm not sowing with maxed grain, and then Farmer's Straw Hat is not activating, which seems really weird. It looks like I can double build. I can consider double building. So there's 3 wood, and I can probably pick up 3 reed next round. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, maruskaK can buy the wood. I forgot about that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I totally forgot about wood buyer. What an annoying card. Why did maruskaK have to play it? I should have taken the 2 reed, yeah. That was stupid. Well, I think I'm going to take 6 clay and then play Storehouse Clerk. Since Family Growth didn't flip, I'm going to take the clay and try to set up Storehouse Clerk, maybe. And you know what? This Storehouse Clerk wood can't be bought by maruskaK. Maringo has to grow or start player. You think so? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, he is first move start player in here, so I would have got 6 wood. I don't know. I really did not think I was getting that, but... Reed counts at 6, right? I need 5 for stone, so yeah, I can't get enough reed. So I'll clay into Storehouse Clerk here. Even if he didn't, I'd have gotten 4 wood. That's true. Yeah. I made that decision pretty quickly. I was thinking I'm wood policing Malingo a bit. Because if I'm Malingo, I don't mind maruskaK start playing. If I'm Malingo, I don't mind maruskaK start playing in front of me. Also, I should feed 4. I never fed my family. Actually, maybe I did. Did I feed my family? Maybe I did already. Did I announce feed 4? Because maruskaK gave me... I did announce feed 4. Yeah, I did announce. Wood clay round 6. So I'm hoping to pick up this reed action. I did feed, yeah. You know what? Because I took the sheep and maruskaK gave me a food from wood buyer. So, yes, I did feed. I didn't spend that much food. I'm used to spending way more food in stage 1. Honestly, I'm not used to a 1 occupation stage 1. I'm used to spending way more food in stage 1. There's stone. Oh man, there's 6 wood, but there's 4 reed. I kind of like the 4 reed for my Storehouse Clerk. But the 6 wood is obviously super important. The thing is, nobody took the reed last round. So I could take the 6 wood here and hope to wheel the 4 reed maybe. No, I should take the 6 wood. Well, the thing is... Oh, Malingo's taking the 6 wood, so it's not even an option. So I'll take the 4 reed then. Am I not building? Well, Malingo didn't start player, so Malingo is going to get jumped. So No build. If my second action is 6 wood, I should consider reno and then building a clay room. If the 6 wood comes back. Yeah, I don't know. Because maruskaK should start player if he wants to build. So then malingo might take the 6 clay. He does have the 1 grain sitting there. Oh, maruskaK's building another room. Okay, so malingo took 6 wood and then gets to start player now. So I do get jumped. But not at all in the way that I expected to be. Yeah, maruskaK did build. Yeah, you're just a little behind on the stream, Sid. Sorry. Malingo's going to start player. So I get 6 clay here. So I think my round 7 is reno and take the sheep. And I'm going to build clay rooms. And I'll let my wood... I can dodge the wood buyer by using storehouse clerk for wood for the rest of the game. Also getting past farmer's market is not bad at all. Although it seems like it's going to be difficult for me to do stuff with gluten-free baker just because of how late my family growth and reno actions are going to come. Oh, he's asking if he spent 2 food. Yeah, it says he did. So by renoing and playing clay tablet, do I have any ox that need to come out soon? Like the thing is, my ox don't really need to come out soon. I can play clay tablet later. The only thing that really needs to come out is debt collector, but debt collector can be played in round 11. I think is probably the plan. So that means clay tablet doesn't have to come out until I family growth, which will probably be like round 10. I don't even have to take the sheep here. I could theoretically reno and then build, but if I do that, then I'm not collecting reed anymore. So I think taking the sheep is correct, and then second move reno. I mean, I could reno farmer's market, because then I've set up cornucopia. I mean, I could build a major improvement. The problem is I don't really want to spend any of my... Like, I don't really care about a cooking hearth this game. Not if I'm going to play schnapps distiller or gluten-free baker. And I think I should try to play both. maruskaK start player piggy bank. Yeah, I think I'm going to reno farmer's market here. I have plenty of food. Oh, it's nice that farmer's market auto pays. That's handy. There aren't too many miners. That doesn't always work with miners. Wood clay reed round 8. touldin's collecting all his worm bait food. Yeah, there's plenty of food in the game. Rent keeper, sheep round 1, and then worm bait. Lots of food in the game. Patron, wood buyer. Lots of food in the game. Lots of food going around. No one can stable block me, so I could first move start player. Actually, no, maruskaK can start player. maruskaK can stable block me right now. Would he? I feel like maruskaK would not stable block to protect touldin's family growth. Yeah, so that's why I was saying no one can stable block me, because I think maruskaK will not. Oh, and he's spending all his wood here for market. Market's pretty good. So then the question is, how many rooms do I build? And I think the answer is just 1, because I want to keep Storehouse Clerk alive. I want to keep it collecting resources. And yeah, there's 6 wood available, so these guys aren't going to go after me when there's 6 wood available. I should be able to start player... what, am I going to start player clay tablet? Start player cornucopia and save clay tablet for family growth. Start player cornucopia. And then on family growth next round I can play clay tablet. I guess if the point against double building is that I don't really need the reed. So continuing to collect reed every round from Storehouse Clerk is less relevant. It's a lot less relevant. It's only really the clay. And if I play clay tablet, let's say I double build, I have 5 clay remaining. Clay tablet can play debt collector and schnapps distiller. And do I really need anything more than that? And do I even need to play schnapps distiller? No, not really. It really just needs to play debt collector. And do I need clay for any other reason other than building rooms? Not really. Yeah, so I guess I just double build rooms here. Looks obvious, but Sid, I gotta talk my way through it. Convince myself that it's correct. You can't just say it's correct. Ah, Ninja for touldin. I wondered when that was going to come out. And he's going to play Farmer's Market as well. That card is really getting around. That's how you create great content for less experienced players. Oh, thank you, Simfold. I mean, it also helps me convince myself. You know, because sometimes when I play too quickly, and then I make stupid decisions, like in round 4. I'm going to turn the light on. It's kind of dark in here. The other thing to talk about there is not double building gets me what, 2 extra clay, and 2 extra clay is a full action with clay tablet, but having to go back to the build a room space cost me a full action. So I think it's worth talking about because of the interaction between Storehouse Clerk and Clay Tablet, right? Because Storehouse Clerk says single build, and then every 2 rounds I gain the action back from Clay Tablet. But realistically, at this point, I'm probably not playing more than 3, maybe 4 occupations. Well, sorry, I'm definitely going to play Debt Collector. I don't know if I'm going to play what my 4th Oc will be. It'll probably be Gluten-Free Baker, maybe Peon, but you never know. I haven't decided yet. Village Farmer here. Who's that for Malingo? Village Farmer seems like a bit of a gift for touldin. I'm not super psyched about that coming out here. Round 7 growth is good for Ninja. Yes, agreed. I could take Clay. So I'm looking at what I should do with my second move. I could take Clay. If I kind of abandon going to a stone house, I don't even have to abandon going to a stone house, but if I take the 4 Clay, it turns Storehouse Clerk on again, and the Clay goes into another room. Like, I do have 2 Reed. So, I don't have to pick up Reed again to get to a stone house. Like, I could just build a 5th Clay room, which might be fine. What else could I do here? I could take animals. I could fence. Here, but I don't really want to turn off Storehouse Clerk yet. And nobody else is taking the animals right now. I really don't want to turn off Storehouse Clerk. And you know what? 3 wood I'm not that excited about with Wood Buyer in the game. So I think I'm going to take the 4 Clay here. Feed 5 plus Wood Clay, round 10. Touldin's got a nice game going here. Yep. Yeah, the Ninja in round 7 family growth is kind of the linchpin here. And very, very strong rancher. He set up his rancher well, for sure. The only thing I don't love is the Humble Farm Boy, but usually with Humble Farm Boy, you're giving the points to Malingo, and Malingo gave you 3 points back, so you're not too upset. Other thing to talk about is spare fence posts that I don't need 15 wood to fence. I only need what do I need this game? So I need 5 wood for my miners and then 12 for fencing 15 with spare fence posts. So I only need 17 wood. So if I can take wood one more time, then I don't have to worry about proccing Storehouse Keeper anymore. So if I can get like a 3 wood action round 10, like say take 4 wood, get 3, and then collect 1 more Storehouse Keeper wood round 11, then I could fence round 11. But Tootie had a crazy gardener, baguette, gluten-free baker game the other day. Cool. Yeah, gluten-free baker is a nice card. I was always really surprised that people didn't like it. I just thought it just seemed like it was powerful, and it lets you do stuff with vegetables that you can't normally do. Blows the lid off of the point ceiling on vegetables, which is pretty good. So do I play an Oc here? I don't even know if I play Peon anymore, to be honest. Like, I think I probably just save gluten-free baker. Oh, maruskaK chooses not to buy. Important to note. Play deck collector, plonk it round 13. That's a good idea, Sid, but the thing is, I'm thinking I'm gonna probably, I don't want to start player steel plow into plow sow. Like, I kind of want to play deck collector round 11, because I think I want to start player steel plow round 12. I want round 13 with gluten, not round 14. But I'm gonna probably do 2 big plow actions, right? With sickle, I need that 5th field. And I have Farmer Straw Hat too, so no awk, I think. I do want to harvest the veggies, yeah. But that's why I'm going to try to get Plow Sow round 13 and then Deck Collect round 14, because I also have Farmer Straw Hat to play, right? I do want Plow Sow in 13, definitely. But I think I can get that more reliably with Start Player. Like, round 14 Start Player is sometimes extremely contested. We're maybe arguing the same thing at each other. Like, if Plow Sow flips round 12, then I probably can get Plow Sow round 13 or easier than if I just focus on getting 14. Well, yeah, you can do that for sure. Yep. I said one more wood action, right? Is this it here? This round looks like it's fencing and then taking animals, especially if maruskaK doesn't buy, but no, he bought. Whoops. The other thing is I could just fence 14. Fence 14 is fine. I don't have to fence 13. I like fencing taking animals. Nobody else is interacting with the animals right now. Unless touldin builds here, touldin could fence. But if touldin doesn't fence, I've got 3 sheep and 3 boar. I should definitely fence here. And you know what? If I'm going to build a 5th room and plow 5 fields, I don't need to fence 15 for 4 pastures. I can fence 14 for 4 pastures. Yeah, if I'm going to build the 5th room, which I should, there's no reason for me not to. Unless I'm going to go for the pottery or something. But this is a funny game where everybody's farms are super developed, but not that many major improvements have been built. Yeah, touldin fences, yeah. With all these animals available, it makes a lot of sense. And touldin's giving himself space to fence up to 7 fields for the village farmer points. I wonder how Malingo is planning to get those village farmer points, or if he really was just giving them away. I think I'm taking the boar just for the food here. Also, it's kind of a block on touldin. So, take grain last move. I think. Take grain with my last move. Yeah, so I need to take grain twice, I think, is the play. Take grain twice. Plan to start player round 12 with steel plow. And then I'll have 2 grain, 2 vegetables to sow on 4 fields. Then round 13, I will have 3 vegetables in my supply. And I'll have a sow bake action, the plow sow action. The plow sow action will want to sow a grain. So then I'm going to have, at that point, I will have 4, 5, and I will be going up to 6. So then I can play gluten-free baker start of round 14, bake 2 vegetables, covers my feeding for round 14. I think that's the play. So gluten-free baker once at the start of round 14. And then I should still end with everything for sickle. And you know what? If I do so on green pepper patch, I can gluten-free bake more than once. But probably, like gluten-free or green pepper patch might not even come out at this point. This game's been really quick also. Really quick. Take start player in 13. Oh, this is an old message, yeah. Maruska's not family growthing, so I can family growth here. Malingo might fence, but probably not with joinery. Maruska's letting me grow, which is really good, yeah. So I get to throw out sickle here. That basically screams I have a plow. But I think it's better than playing steel plow here. You think steel plow? I kind of want to hold on to the steel plow. I don't want to show it yet. Because touldin's going to keep aggressively taking the plow in field. Steel plow in case I get plow 4 next round. Aren't I going to start player either way? I feel like I'm going to start player either way. Green pepper patch? I'm not sure about green pepper patch. Anything is better than sickle. I think it's going to work out pretty comparably. Like, I don't think there's going to be much difference there. Take another grain. Likely enough that someone start players before me. Then I'll have wanted steel plow out for round 13. That's true. I do have another family growth action. Like if someone start players before me, I could build into grow steel plow. But you're right that if I get plow 4, plow in round 12, then that would be much better. If start player is taken but I get plow, that's possible for sure. I should mark debt collector. I haven't marked it yet. Sickle is bad tempo. Yeah, it doesn't have any impact. I am thinking about like not tipping my hand. That's a consideration that I'm making here. That's part of my reasoning. I mean, there's going to be good pairs of animals available. I think there's good enough stuff on the board that I have a chance at it for sure. Let's fence. That's fence 14, right? Then I'm leaving myself 1 wood for steel plow. Green pepper patch is dead, but that's okay. I don't need to play it. Yep. feed 7. Round 12 plus C. Get a vegetable here. Do I want to play an Ock? I'm running out of times to play occupations. I don't really want to play gluten-free baker yet. Do I want to play schnapps distiller? I think I can decide that round 13. Same with peon. I think I want to see how round 12 goes, because round 12 is quite important. Plow sow for touldin. Up to 6 fields. Yeah, I'm not really sure about this village farmer for malingo. Not too sure about that one. So if malingo start players, then I get 2 cattle. So I won't complain about that too much. What's malingo doing? Taking stone. I should mark the debt collector. Start player steel plow. So then my goal is family growth, farmer's straw hat, round 13. So I should also build a room here. And I also have to figure out my feeding for round 13. No more growth for me, because Maruska is going to take it each of the next 2 rounds. I mean, Maruska is probably going to grow this round, right? Maruska does have an empty room. He might leave it. I think he's going to grow this round and round 14. I think Maruska will grow this round and round 14 is my guess. Because it's an action versus a food and a resource. Actually, 2 food and a resource because you save on feeding the family member. And at this point, I think those are going to be pretty close for Maruska. Also, why did Malingo take 3 stone? Because he wants to build the stone oven really badly? Or the pottery? I don't love either of those plays. I'll take the 2 sheep here. I maybe should take the 2 boar, just because the 2 boar are way better for touldin. But I mean, the 2 sheep are animals that I don't already have. And I do want to take animals that I don't already have. Yeah, he takes the boar, of course. Maybe what I do is take vegetable here and then gluten-free bake round 13. I'm not sure. And then I can play peon round 14 to get myself a bake action on grain, on the 1 grain space, which the 1 grain space should be relatively uncontested. So 1 action certainly is build a room. And then the other action, yeah, vegetable. I think I like that well enough. Try to get 3 points out of gluten-free baker instead of 2. And I do need the food, so... Malingo's going to build a fireplace, so Malingo maybe recognized how hungry he was. Is room safe? Room is not necessarily safe because touldin might decide to build stables. So I'll build my room here. Maruska's marking his piggy bank here. Touldin's got zealous farmer. Alright. Yeah. GG touldin, it looks like. Well, I guess he is stuck on a wood house, but yeah, touldin's in a very good spot. I guess his improvement score is not outstanding, but yeah, his other stuff is pretty good. Maruska's got humble farm boy well, I guess he's tied with Malingo at the moment. Maruska has a lot more actions. So Maruska has to give up on more to win the humble farm boy points. He'll get to clay. Yeah. I guess I'm looking at Maruska's deck rent keeper and thinking Maruska really wants to get to a stone house, but then he plays stone ovens, so maybe not. Oh, stone oven with piggy bank. He didn't have to spend any stone for it. I'm only baking one here. Or should I bake two? Because I am going to sow again next round. Maybe I bake two. Yeah, actually I'll bake two. What am I saying? Wait, I need to count this. Deciding on how many to bake. So if I sow and then play Farmer's Straw Hat, then round 14, at the start of round 14 I have 3 vegetables in my supply. I can sow 2 of them. Yeah, I can only bake 3 either way. I can, cause yeah, start around 14. I can sow 2, and then I have 1 extra coming in that's not worth anything unless I play Schnapps distiller, and then I have only one that I can bake. Yeah, so I should only bake 1 here. Touldin takes clay with his first move. Maruska's going to let me family growth. Beautiful. So I get to play Farmer's Straw Hat with my next move. Maybe what I do is I play Schnapps Distiller here, just with a full action, because that's a 5 food move. And I'm very likely to end up with excess vegetables. Now, if I wheel sow bake, I'll sow bake. I can do that. If I can family growth Farmer's Straw Hat and then sow bake, like that would be amazing. Touldin needs stables, yeah, for animal capacity for sure. But he just picked up 6 wood, so And he also has a free stable still from his sawhorse, so he only really needed 6 wood to build 4 stables. Maruska's got Artist Garden. This is probably on start player. I'll just put a reminder of Deck Collector out there. Looks like I wheel so bake, which is great. So I'll bake 2 vegetables. And then last action, probably take a cattle. Maruska took a cattle. So I guess I'll take a boar for 1 point. Not sure what other point moves I have remaining. Boar is a point. Vegetable is a point if a point and 4 food if I get a bake action in round 14. Which if I play peon with clay tablet, it does give me a bake action on 1 grain, which 1 grain is pretty unappealing. Although malingo does need 1 grain. What? He must have an instant plow or something. Or he thinks he's getting on plow 1 field. I'm not sure what's going on there. Feed 9. So I'm at 6 grain. I only need to sow 1 more grain, and then I can sow 2 vegetables. And then I have 2 extra vegetables, but I can't really use them. So I think I'd play Schnapps Distiller over peon. Well, you know what? No, peon gives me more ceiling, and I need ceiling here. Malingo's getting plow next round. Patron was touldin's first pick. I believe so, yeah. So I feed a food to Maruska, and then plow sow. Oh, Auk. Or Joe, if I stream, will you tell me all the wrong decisions I'm making? That's funny. You know what? I have grain market. I should not sow my one vegetable because I can turn my excess grain into a vegetable. Maybe I'll ask. I'll ask if I can do that. One fewer grain, or one fewer V and one more grain. Because, yeah, I can play grain market, turn a grain into a vegetable, and then get the vegetable here for sickle. I forgot cornucopia. I figured I can play grain market here. No one's responding? Alright, so I'm going to do it. G and bake 2. So either I get grain market for 2 points, or I get, well, it's more than 2 points because of sickle. But either I get grain market or I play take one vegetable. And it looks like touldin's going to get to Reno to stone. Yeah. I was busy doing other stuff. When am I playing grain market? With like one of my next 3 actions. I have so many actions this round. Very nice gluten, farmer straw hat, and cornucopia enabled some fun stuff. Yeah, you know what? Getting past weekly market was amazing, right? That was so good for me. That was so good for me. Cattle probably wheels, right? Because maruskaK can't hold another cattle, and touldin, the cattle is not worth any points to him, unless he wants to take points away from me. Today's not 2-win Wednesday. No, I did 2-win Tuesday yesterday. I went 2-2, so that was my yesterday play. Oh, Stone Baron, another 2-point card for touldin. Nice game by touldin. Nice game. I have a million actions. Yeah, I have so many actions. Yeah. That's okay, Sid. Stupidly, turkey breeder works for Mastermind. Yes, that was quite the debate. We had quite the debate over that. Yeah, Joe, more streamers the better. The more streamers the better. Malingo's playing Chief. Oh, man. Rough game for Malingo. I'm going to start counting up my points. Harvester, sickle, farmer straw hat. Stream on Twitch or just screen share via Discord. You can do either. Weird game plan for Malingo? Yes, agreed. Oh, I could bake here. Oh, man. If maruskaK bakes, I could bake if I had a vegetable. No veg to bake, unfortunately. Take a boar here, since it's 1 point. And my last move, I think, is not worth any points. maruskaK ends with 38. touldin plays watering can. Watering can for the style points. Is there a block move? No, he's gonna run it with his last move. So there's nothing I can do here. Take a vegetable, I suppose, which gives me a sow action. Alright, so whatever I score plus 8, 9, 12. So mid 50s, but not beating touldin. 54 here, it looks like. touldin's probably at near 60. If I'm within 3 points of touldin, I'll be annoyed with Malingo, but I don't think I'm within 3 points of touldin. Not with Stone Baron, Giant Scarecrow, Harvester, everything. Yeah, he's around 60. Breed? Oh, I never bred. Oh, he's at 63. Yeah. Good call. Thank you, Fofo. Yeah, so touldin beats me by 7 points, so the 3 points from Village Farmer, whatever, don't really matter. But, yeah, it was quite a... The game ended up coming together pretty well. Unfortunately, touldin just had a really phenomenal game. $56 is really good. It was Ninja, yeah. Ninja, that was the hero. Pretty sad when I opened Rentkeeper, Ninja, and Debt Collector. I passed 2 excellent first picks. The early plow setup. Yep. Yeah, and it worked well. You're setting up the reed beds, worm bait, everything. Yeah, too bad. Storehouse Clerk was actually decent this game. It was quite decent. Storehouse Clerk was like, what, 7 or 8 clay and 5 or 6 wood and 3 reed or something. I think Debt Collector has the highest floor of the 3. Storehouse Clerk is often reasonable, nice late pick card. Yeah, it worked nicely this game. I mean, there were tons of resources. I got crazy resource actions, so that matters, right? If I don't get that 3 or 4 read action, then it's not good. You think Ninja's better than Debt almost always? I like the fact that Debt gives you the action back, which I appreciate. Like, it gives you an excellent action in round 14. You want Plow Sow, just use Ninja for Plow Sow. Yes, yeah, you can do that for sure. But then you're also worried about family growth, or sorry, that you're also worried about occupation space, and you can be like messed with a little bit. Like, I feel like Debt Collector, you set your claim for round 14. You think Ninja's more flexible than Debt? I mean, the fact that it works immediately, yes. The fact that it works immediately, sure. I know, I think Debt Collector is quite good. Alright, guys, we're going to do another game. I'm going to go throw some stuff in the laundry. I'm going to set up another game here. Oh, man, I missed out on this game. I should have jumped ship and gotten in there. Darn. I wonder how far in are you, Joe, if you're still listening. But I'm going to go start some laundry, and we'll have another game shortly. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. We'll see you shortly.